McCoist back in the Scotland squad for their European campaign. Now, and Rob's here with the latest news. What about Ali McCoist then? Hey.
I know, I keep meaning to find out what sort of medication he's on, because it's certainly working for him. Ali McCoist is set to be handed a starting place for Scotland on Saturday in Lithuania. The Kilmarnock striker dropped for the World Cup finals, but recalled last night for the opening Euro 2000 qualifier. Will be more than just making up the numbers. McCoist makes his international return a few weeks short of his 36th birthday. Ali McCoist has taken great pleasure in stuffing the words of his critics back down their throats over the years. Yesterday, his 3-goal performance for Kilmarnock against Hearts forced Scotland manager Craig Brown into a dramatic change of heart. McCoist is back in the squad.
Craig was at the game, fortunately enough, and just delighted. He came up to me and said, when I bring in the squad, I'm going to speak to Bobby, the manager, and really pleased, delighted.
At Euro 96, McCoist scored Scotland's only goal. When it came to France 98, he was left out. He wasn't best pleased.
Disappointed. I mean, that'll never go away, but these things happen. And I always loved playing for my country, and it's never changed. I'm looking forward to Lithuania again, getting the squad, see the boys again. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it.
The European Championship finals in the year 2000 seem a long way off. Could he still be around? Well, he's always been one for looking on the bright side.
Thanks to Stanley Matthews, played his last game when he's 50 with Stoke, so tomorrow will do me fine.
Only 14 years to go to match Stanley Matthews, and no suggestion at all that McCoist was on a karaoke machine last night.
Another more mature member has also been a well-publicised late addition. Ali McCoist was included after his hat-trick for Kilmarnock on Sunday, but Craig Brown admits he wasn't at Rugby Park to spy on the former Rangers star.
I went to see the Hearts players primarily, but obviously he's in the back of your mind. And by the time half-time arrived, I said to Ian Welsh, the chief executive of Kilmarnock, if he scores another 2 in the second half, I'll need to pick him.
The return of McCoist. Ali issues a warning to Scottish Premier League defences.
But first, Jill has all tonight's sports news. Jill. Scotland striker Ali McCoist insists he will be fit to play against Lithuania despite struggling with a calf strain. Aberdeen's Billy Dodds joined the squad today as they flew out to Vilnius ahead of Saturday's European Championship qualifier. A goals bonanza at the weekend thrust Ali McCoist back into the international arena, and the 35-year-old striker hasn't stopped smiling since being drafted into the Scotland squad. But today the bad news. The Kilmarnock star is suffering with a calf strain, though he's determined to play on Saturday.
I don't want to miss this one. He's taken me long enough to get back into the squad, so I'm going to give myself every chance. I want to play in this, I'll be involved in it anyway. So it's just a little bit tight, but it's been tight before, so I want to play and hopefully I'll be okay.
As the squad headed off to Vilnius, there was better news of midfielder John Collins. He was able to train this morning, and Craig Brown is hopeful he'll be fit. And the coach is warning his World Cup stars there's no room for complacency in Lithuania.
We're going to go out there very, very positively. We've got to get off to a good start to qualify for this European Championship. And this is a very important place to go, because undoubtedly Lithuania will damage somebody. And we've got to make sure it's not Scotland.
Co-star in return of Ali tomorrow, if the nearly 36-year-old McCoist is fit to play his 60th game for Scotland and possibly score his 20th international goal. Kevin welcomes him back.
Ali's again, he's showing that he's come back. He's got a hat-trick on Saturday. He's back, he's sharp again. So, I mean, obviously he's got that hunger back again. So, I mean, Craig's got him back in the squad. So, if he starts a game and if I start the game, no, you never know. So, no, it'd be nice to play alongside him. No, because he's experienced. He's a very experienced campaigner as well.
And if Craig's going to gamble on him.
Well, I mean, we thought that. We thought he was going to do a slot for the World Cup, because we know what he's capable of for 5-10 minutes, and if the ball seems to fall to him, he always seems to be able to slot in the net. So it was just disappointing he never went there. But he's shown that he can pick himself up again, and he's at the start of a new campaign.
And you'll know not to expect too many passes from him.
Well, as soon as he gets in the box, yeah.
Well, at least he knows what to expect. Let's go back to Lithuania and hear from Ali McCoist himself, plus the Scotland skipper, Colin Hendry, who, like Gallagher, is a fully paid-up member of the Super Ali fan club.
And because he's scoring goals, and I'd been caught out a wee bit, because last week I'd said we're maybe a wee bit thin on the ground for goal scorers, and lo and behold, Ali comes out with a hat-trick at Kilmarnock, and Kevin Gallagher plays his first game for Blackburn and gets on the score sheet there. So it's nice that we have got players that can score goals, because that's what we're going to heavily rely on.
Do you think that's obviously where we were short over the World Cup?
Well, I think, to be fair, the record states, you know, even in Euro '96, in the final stages, we didn't score as many goals as we'd like to have. And if we had, we might have had a bigger prize for it.
In your wildest dreams, Alistair, did you ever think you'd be in this environment again?
I've got to be honest, I never, you know me, I never say never, but I have to say that I seriously doubted it. But to get back in the national squad's, it's marvellous, and I'm just really enjoying it.
Some of these younger faces around, has the banter been good?
Banter as usual has been tremendous. It's amazing to think, you look at Barry Ferguson and Callum and guys like that, just, you know, to see them coming through. It's wonderful, and just to be part of it's really exciting again.
What kind of guys Craig Brown got? It's an open secret you fell out with him going into the World Cup. You must have been in a huff with him, or were you? No,
not at all. And I'll be honest, I never fell out with my chick. Just had a disagreement over squad selection. It's as simple as that. I think Craig's more than entitled to his opinion because he picks his squad. And he obviously stands by his decision. I thought he was wrong, but so what? I mean, it says a lot for him, I think, to come back and include me in the squad, because I think the easy thing for him would have been to not include me, and for that I'm, you know, thankful to him.
But if you're good enough to be playing in this European Championship campaign, do you not think yourself, I've missed out on a World Cup?
Yeah, of course I have, but I mean, there's no use looking back. You've got to look to the future. And I had not a bad time at the World Cup.
You're working for the BBC,
I have to qualify, I say I had quite a good time there. I would far rather have been there as a player. But there's no use looking back, you've got to look forward, and for me to be included in the first qualifying game for Euro 2000 is a real bonus for me in the squad, and I just want to do well.
Is it conceivable you could go all the way and play in the finals?
I don't know. I think at my stage I'll just take, never mind one game at a time, I'll definitely take one international squad at a time, but it's just great to be back in. And who knows what can happen. As I said earlier in the interview, you never say never, and I aim to do my best.
Colin, was he missed at the World Cup final?
I think so. I mean,
a while.
The goal, well, I was wondering if it was in the goals or if it was in the dressing room. To be fair, we missed him both ways because, as everybody knows, he's a character. But the main reason he's here is to score goals for us. And yes, he was missing the World Cup because, as I said earlier, we didn't maybe score as many goals as we'd like to have.
Meanwhile, McCoist can rest assured that he's not a forgotten man at Ibrox. Then the Rangers remember him?
Yeah, the lasses in the kitchens and the canteens, they all remember him really well.